Are you happy in your business? Now, I have had my share of emotional ups and downs in my 20 years of being a solo entrepreneur coach. And the patterns I've seen in myself and in my clients is that those downs are usually when I was personally feeling unfulfilled. Sometimes it was because a launch that flopped, and sometimes it was just life and had nothing to do with business. But those ups, oh boy, those are the times when I was feeling my most authentic and completely aligned to my purpose, or when I just felt like I was rocking that work-life balance. I would be thinking I could do this all day long and never feel tired. One of my loves is sharing what works for me and what has been working for my clients to achieve this very feeling, full of passion, happiness, peace, and freedom. So I decided to create a private podcast for coaches. Maybe you just want to develop better communication skills that boosts engagement, leads to better results, and makes you feel like you're actually making a difference in the lives of the people you serve. Then you're invited too. We talk about this and more in the UBU private podcast for coaches. Whether you're a mentor, a parent, or run a client-focused business, coaching skills benefit everyone and anyone who wants to communicate in a way that builds relationships. Fall in love with your life and business again. Click the link in the show notes for your invitation to join us right now. Then come back and enjoy this episode. Hey, Difference Maker, welcome to part 2 of this bite-sized deep dive of the 5 love languages versus the Enneagram. In the last episode, I talked about how love languages are not a predictor of Enneagram type, and your Enneagram type is not a predictor of your love language. And then I teased you a little bit about a 6th love language that I learned from a TikToker, and I'd love to give you my opinion on that. Stick around and I will let you in on that. It's time to stop comparing yourself to others and plug in to what is uniquely you. Welcome to Unbox Your Personality, the podcast for coaches, creatives, and educators like you who understand that your happiness makes you more effective in what you do, bringing out the best in others. I'm Jen P. Higgins, personality strategist and Enneagram fluff remover. Get laser focused on who you are and who you aren't, so you're free to make the impact you were born to make. And have fun doing it. Your personality is your business. So let's get down to business. One day I was scrolling on TikTok, and I don't know who the creator is, but I'll go look her up. I will link her account in the show notes because she's adorable. You need to follow her. But she's talking about, is there a 6th love language? And she tells the sweetest story about her and her husband and what he does for her that makes her feel loved. And the 6th love language is validation. It's acknowledgement. But that's kind of like everybody's love language. And the 5 love languages are kind of subsets of how you want to be acknowledged and how you want to be validated. Validation is love, at least when we're talking about emotions. Yeah, we know love is an action, right? And that's why I was so excited when I developed the 9 acknowledgement languages methodology. And when people ask me about it, I said, it's like the love languages for the Enneagram. And yes, it can help you validate other people and help you speak the same language as them, but it's also a wonderful tool to help you validate yourself. And honestly, that's the only thing that we can control. Yeah, we can buy ourselves flowers and hold our own hands. Wink, wink, Miley Cyrus. There are other things about your personality, specifically your Enneagram type, that makes you feel validated on a very unconscious level. You don't even know it. And really, that's kind of a hack to make some real genuine connections in your relationship and also for your business messaging and marketing. So what are these 9 love languages of the Enneagram that I call the 9 acknowledgement languages? It's actually split up into 2 different sections. The first 4 of the 9 acknowledgement languages are how you internally process information. And the second half are how you externally process that information. And again, like all personality profiling systems, you actually have all 9. And it's not one-on-one. It's not type 1 has the first acknowledgement language and type 2 has the second acknowledgement language. No, you have all 9 of them. And that's the beauty of it, because there are 9 starter points on connecting with yourself and connecting with other people. And because it's on an unconscious level, it feels almost like voodoo magic to your customers. They're like, how do you know me so well? Why do you make me feel so good? How do you know me better than I even know myself? So the 9 acknowledgement languages are your experience gate, your attention filter, your emotional yardstick, your control tactic, your social style, your pace style, your timeline focus, and then the last 2 are blind spots. That just a mere awareness of these blind spots will help you self-validate and make you feel, oh my gosh, I'm not crazy. There isn't anything wrong with me. It's just a blind spot. I didn't see this perspective. And then you know exactly what to do. You know exactly where to go to fix what you need to fix. And because the 9 acknowledgement languages are not one-on-one with the 9 Enneagram types, you have all 9 starter points to start understanding yourself better and start connecting to your clients better. And depending on which Enneagram type you are, you're going to have a completely different combination than any other type. For example, I'm a type 7. I only have a type 7 combination of the 9 acknowledgement languages. Talk about being unique. And if you don't know someone else's Enneagram type, because it's not very ethical, I mean, we all do it, but it's not ethical to say, hey, you are this type. It should you hear me, Enneagram coaches? It should always be a mentoring process of helping them understand which Enneagram type they are, because it's ultimately their decision. So when you don't know the other person's Enneagram type, you can still connect with them using the 9 acknowledgement languages. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the next bite-sized deep dive.
Thank you for listening, subscribing, and reviewing the Unbox Your Personality podcast. To learn more about yourself, go to powercoachjen.com. Find out how you are different so you can make your difference.